Hey there, everybody. This is Joshua Kinney Greenwood. I am the senior pastor and the overseer here at the Empowerment Center Church, churchfreedom.org, and corporationsoulbook.com. I'm also the author of this book called Corporation Soul, Freeing America's Pulpits from the Restrictive 501c3 Laws for Churches. It's on sale right now at amazon.com. Now, we actually got a question today from a pastor that said, can a church reorganize its current 501c3 status in favor of having a corporation soul? I want you to know and be encouraged that the answer is, first of all, yes. 100% yes. But the answer, it's a very, very detailed answer on how to go about doing this. It's much more detailed than I should probably take the time to explain this video. But the short answer is absolutely yes. The complete total answer is in this book. But what you're going to learn really quickly as a pastor is really three words. You're going to learn the words of discuss, discuss, donate, and dissolve, because you're going to have to go back to your board and you're going to have to discuss with them the reasoning behind why the board is going to dissolve the prior entity, the prior 501, your prior church. They're going to dissolve that entity. They're going to literally vote themselves out of power. And why? What are the benefits? What is the reasoning behind it? Why? Well, primarily it's because the church is being restricted under 501c3. It brings a spirit of manipulation and injustice, okay, to the church. Okay, manipulation because it regulates unless you're getting an exemption. An exemption that, by the way, you never needed in the first place, because there was a better law called 508c1a instead of 501c3. Okay, and churches are not taught the corporation soul or 508c1a in any Bible college, theology school, seminary school, any type of schooling or education that deals with the preparation of ministers. They don't teach about 508c1a in the U.S. Code of Law. So pastors are unaware that there's a mandatory tax exemption law for churches. They only know about 501c3 that's limited to corporations. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reorganizing the corporation that you have, dissolving the prior entity in favor of the new corporation soul. And that's going to make a lot of major changes within the church, because now a corporation soul is not required by law to have a board of trustees. There is no polity body. There is no secretary or I'm sorry, not a secretary. The corporation soul does have secretary, but I mean a treasurer in the typical sense that you've been used to. The corporation soul will literally act as the trustee and the treasurer of the church, literally in one. It's an isolated office within the church, not the church itself, that does nothing but manage all of the church's financial assets. But what it does is it gives freedom to the church, so that you, as the senior pastor of the church, can speak about whatever you want to, whenever you want to, without having the tax exemption status revocated for the church, because the church and you, as the senior pastor, are not responsible under 501c3. The 501c3 is only limited to the corporation soul. This is a whole lot of legal speak, and so I'm not going to expect that folks are just going to just listen to that and just be like, I know exactly what he's talking about. That makes perfect sense, Josh. No, you're talking about a really, really powerful legal process, but it absolutely will help free your church from being outside that, not only 501c3, but also gender laws. But yes, the short answer is yes. There is a process in how to accomplish that. It's a very, very easy process. In fact, the process is so simple that I have churches that have been able, big churches, I mean churches that have 4 walls and a steeple. We're not even talking about churches like ours that broadcast to a gigantic group of people and might have small home meetings. Okay, we're not just talking about that, but big churches that have reorganized everything transferred, everything reorganized with the new corporation soul in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, by just reading the book. It's that simple, the instructions that we give. So just get the book. You have a question, get that book. Go to corporationsoulbook.com and get this for your pastor today. It will absolutely free that ministry. And then, not only that, But it also includes there's access. There's a special thing in here that when you provide with the proof of purchase, that you can actually access our online affidavits, our form, 24/7 support if you need support from our pastoral staff here at the Empowerment Center. Not only that, but we're also connected nationwide to different attorneys, licensed attorneys that are not afraid of the corporation soul, because they know that only churches, not individuals, but churches come to us seeking the help and to use it for its intended purpose. And so we have licensed attorneys on standby that if you need help with that, that we can refer you to. So it's all here, but the gateway is the book right here. Make sure you spread the word. This is going to help set America's churches free from 501c3. God bless.